Obviously what you didn't see in the final shot was the bare frame. Primary purpose, obviously, for doing all this is now I can get underneath and fine-tune all the little bits. I can flip this over, get this seam really good. There's still a little bit I have to cut out here and follow the frame down. Just do general cleanups. I still haven't decided if I'm going to get rid of some of these extra mount points. This is where the toolbox was kept. It was a little metal thing. I might keep it. I think it's kind of cool, and I have it. It was one of the few parts that did come with the bike. There's going to be new bearings going in here and anywhere else are required. I've been flip-flopping about painting and powder coating, and I've actually decided to sort of stick with the original paint. And part of the reason behind that is that I even found on the 400, I was having to go back on touching up the frame and stuff, and if it's powder coating, it way sucks a lot more to deal with that. So because I'm still fine-tuning mounts for mufflers and stuff like that, I'm gonna paint the frame, probably use like a semi-gloss, you know, like chassis paint. Have had good luck with that. Gonna get into the wheels. Those are gonna get painted, new tires, go through the brakes, everything else. There's gonna be another episode where I'm gonna rebuild the forks. Obviously, there's painting the tank, finishing up the muffler. I never showed you guys this. This was sort of my last go at a heat shield, and I'm actually really happy with it. It's just a perforated piece of metal. It's really thick, and I just wrapped it around a pipe and just gave it a bang with a hammer, and that's basically the end result. Like I said, you haven't seen it. You're seeing it now. It'll probably go black as well as the pipes getting wrapped. Basically, I got to the point where, you know, the initial mock-up was done, and now it's into individual parts. So I thought it'd be kind of cool just to do a video of the complete disassembly, and now I can sort of concentrate on, you know, the areas that I just sort of pointed out. Last but not least is the engine hiding behind the tire. It's going to get a big cleanup, and it's also going to be gone through. There's updates for this engine that happened way back, or recalls that I don't think this engine ever got, according to the stamping on the VIN. You know, cam chain guide, that type of thing. I think there's even some oil pump stuff, if I'm not mistaken, that I may be able to get from the CJ engine, buried over there somewhere. And the other thing that I changed, obviously, was that the tail light I had put on this bike originally went onto the CM400. So I went back with sort of the individual lights, which I actually like a lot better, and I've been still moving that fender. I moved out a little bit more off the frame to enable that. So I'm actually really happy with that end result. So a couple other things I wanted to share on the channel. One, sold the CM400. Went to a great home. Guy who's been doing dirt bikes and stuff for years, wanted a little city commuter, was getting his license, going through that whole thing, and just wanted like a nice, easy to insure, easy to ride bike with some style. So we came to a deal. It's his. He's riding it. He loves it. He's been in touch since and said he's been stopped a couple of times. One by the cop asking about the design of the bike. So that's cool. Secondly, is I know I've been off most of the summer. There's been a lot of stuff going on that I've just had to deal with, but I'm still around, and I'm actually totally busy in the garage. And I'll give you a little hint of what's going on. The CB360 is still in parts. I'm still working on the individual sections of what's going on with that, so be ready for a lot of those videos coming soon, but I'll give you a little sneak peek right there. Ooh. So that's not a 70s bike. That's a 2004 something or another. Sort of came across, and I grabbed it, and I'm chopping it up, and any little bit of plastic that's on there is out the door, and it's a little bit of an experiment to see what, for me, it was a cheap enough investment to just work on a more modern bike, just to deal, and you know, there's cool, like, parts of the frame are just bolt on, so you can weld something up, unbolt it, turn it over, do all your welds, bolt it back on, check it, it's great. But it's going to get the same sort of treatment that I've been giving other stuff with the electronics tray and everything else, and the custom seat. Oh, the seat for the CB360. I found an upholsterer. He's wrapping the seat in I'll get a couple pictures and stuff. He's wrapping the seat in this stretchable membrane, which gives it a little bit more bounce and gives it a little bit more shape. And then he's doing a custom sewn brown leather, and this is going to be like this leather will be scuffed up and rough and stuff. So lastly, this here is going to be my full-time job for a while. I'm getting a bit of a break from my normal life whatever, and I'm actually going to give it a go, which is hence why I have the newer bike here, and I'm keeping my eyes out for other projects. Once again, same MO. Somebody took this bike apart and put it under a tarp in their backyard. So I'm still fighting with the same missing parts issues and stuff. Just on this bike, I can go to the local dealer and order the bits I need if I need it. Anyway, so lots of cool things coming really soon, so be sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not. Give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. I know it's been a while since I posted, so I'm probably pretty low on the radar. So a few likes from you guys would certainly help. Leave me a comment if you think you know what this is. It's already pretty chopped up. The whole back end of the bike is gone, and obviously there's no tank, and the engine is pulled. So, but yeah, it'll get a time-lapse video most likely. Not in the too distant future. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.